My big guest on the show is Tom Holland. Now, Tom, in your new film Uncharted, there's this idea of finding treasure. What would you consider treasure in your house? Like, what's the most valuable things you own?
Treasure would be sentimental things. I have the clapperboard from my first film with the last take of my last shot, which means a lot to me, you know, the sort of birthplace of my career. I have, you know, tap shoes and t-shirts that I used to wear on stage from Billy Elliot, which mean a lot to me. My mum actually, I had a school blazer as a kid. I went to this school called Donhead, and my mum actually took the blazer, and I don't know how she did this, but she turned it into a teddy bear.
I tell you what, I wasn't expecting that. A teddy bear made out, I can't even imagine that. A teddy bear made out of a school blazer.
It's like this really kind of beautiful teddy bear, and then it has the school emblem on the chest. And I have really fond memories of going to that school. You know, it's where I learned to play rugby. It's where I met some friends that I will keep for life. And it's just a nice reminder of where I was when I was a kid. So those three things would probably be some of the most valuable, emotionally valuable things I have in my house.
I am loving the idea of you collecting all these little trinkets and souvenirs from films you've worked on, although fine line between collecting and hoarding.
And stealing. Yeah. I've actually got Willem Dafoe locked in my basement. I kept him from Spider-Man.
Oh, poor Will. Well, send him our regards, won't you? So now you're proper mates with Mark Wahlberg. Has he called you up really early in the morning to do one of his bonkers 4 a.m. workouts at the gym?
Yeah, it's interesting. Mark was kind enough to let me use his gym when shooting Uncharted. You know, as you make these movies and you learn and you work with these, you know, these big movie stars, you do start to figure out where you can push the boundaries in your rider. You know, like he has the most crazy gym that Sony built for him to train in. And naturally, he needs it. Like it's, you know, his fitness is a big part of who he is. And I remember asking him, can I use your gym when you're not using it? And he sort of said, well, you can come and use it with me. And I remember thinking, like, I'm not ready for that, bro. Like, I'm still in the sort of push-ups and pull-ups kind of world. So I'm going to go in the evenings and you can go in the mornings. So no, we actually never trained together, but he was kind enough to let me use his gym.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Tom, on this show, we're all about celebrating the end of the day. I would love to know, with your intense schedule, what do you do to relax and unwind at the end of a long day?
Have a cup of tea and watch Too Hot to Handle. I don't know, something stupid.
That might be the most British answer I've ever heard in my whole life. Tom Holland, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thanks so much for talking to me.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. See you next time.
This is Heart.